With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the London BlackKnights and the Seattle Seahawks.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And CD, you look at our featured team here. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which...
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
This offensive line is struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like the paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in there.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
The second down pass. Intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll start with the option.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
London about set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Second down at 5.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good,
and that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll set up a throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And it's 21-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 46.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both large. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll drop to throw.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34.
McPherson's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. A.J. Brown, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 27-21, your final. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the BlackKnights take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. That time a 6-play drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up third down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
They'll get this down to the 38.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Play is under review.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw again.
Quick throw knocked away.
They'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now back to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When we talk all the time about playing situational football, right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He'll look to throw. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown, Seahawks! George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
2nd and 3. A quick throw, but incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 6. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Complete to DK Metcalf. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his... Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Another Seahawks.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And that's good.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out. And
the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw now on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw again. This is the tight end Fant. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Back to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball make big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
head.